water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. Because guess what? If you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful so the universe will open up and pour out more blessings than you have room enough to receive. So great Wednesday morning, you guys. I'm glad to be here. I'm appreciative of everything I got. I'm grateful for everything, the little things that I didn't even notice. I'm grateful for those things. And so, with that being said, you guys, I am going to find us a song this morning. Right along with we getting affirmations for today. Um, Great day, Michelle. Great day, gorgeous. Um, it's the first. It's so funny because I hadn't heard kids say anything about April Fool's Day in forever. Damier comes in yesterday and says, "Hey, Grandma, I know it's the first of the month and a full moon, cinnamon throwing day. It's amazing. Great day, Alex." And he says, "Grandma, when is April Fool's Day?" I said, "It's tomorrow." I said, "It's the first of April, so it's tomorrow." I hope he don't get in trouble in school, you guys. But today is taking day at school, so hopefully he got himself together. But I don't know what that was about, you guys. He was like, "Yeah, so when is this day coming?" I'm like, "Oh, look at you, sir." Hmm. Oh my God, we're alchemists this morning. I was living with my eyes closed. Autopilot on my iPhone. Scrolling through my days. It was such a waste of my vitality. I could feel my destiny. I love you, sweetheart. Have a wonderful day. And your stuff is in the mail. Be blessed, Alex. Pain of power. I am an alchemist. I'm passionate about how I live. This is my golden hour. I'm turning pain to power. I am an alchemist and I'm passionate. It's hard to see the forest when you're standing in the trees. I didn't understand why I had the urge to leave. Don't know if it's right and I don't know if it's wrong. Don't know if it matters if the feeling is this strong. So I let go. I let go, go, go. I let go. I let go, go, go. I let go. I let my body lead my soul and I let go. Like the view from the outside, looking up to the blue skies, running from the clouds that I gotta move. If I wanna keep on changing, this is my golden hour. I'm turning pain to power. I am an alchemist and I'm passionate about how I live. This is my golden hour. I'm turning pain to power. I am an alchemist and I'm passionate. I'm breaking all my old traditions. I feel no more resistance. When I begin to listen, trust my intuition, I feel different. So I let go, gave up my control. Jumped into the great unknown. I let go. Yeah, the chest is closed. Now I'm gonna turn my legs to gold. This is my golden hour. I'm turning pain to power. I am an alchemist and I'm passionate about how I live. This is my golden hour. I'm turning pain to power. I am an alchemist and I'm passionate about how I live.
Great day, beautiful people. Great day. And so I started off the live, you guys talking about April Fool's Day because my grandson asked me about it. I hadn't heard anything about April Fool's Day in years or whatever the case may be. So happy April the 1st, you guys. It is Cinnamon Thorn Day. If you know, you know. Full moon, first of the month. Let's get it today. Put all your stuff out there. You're going to be absolutely amazing today. Go on and glow and shine like you know that you can. I am so appreciative of each and every one of you guys. So we got affirmations. First, we got the affirmation for April because it's the beginning of the month. We got the affirmation for today. And then we're going to get a card from um, Getting Into the Vortex and Guides from the Hidden Realm. So I know that probably don't. I Yeah, I know. It's so funny because this is my first set of school pictures with him, so I'm interested to see what he come up with. But I'm also happy to be a participant in seeing these pictures as well. So good day. I don't want to chop it up. Mr. Evans, good day. Good day, good day. Mr. or Mrs. Evans, I don't want to chop the M Im, Im, Imaran. Yep, nope, I don't want to say it wrong. So good day, beautiful. Let's get the affirmation for April. It says April Fool's Day. What I'll tell you, my grandson just asked about. April Fool's Day may seem like a silly tradition, but silliness and play are, in fact, vitally important. It takes as many opportunities as I can. No, it says I take as many opportunities as I can this month to have fun with my inner child. So for April, they're reminding you not to forget about your inner child. Do the things that make your heart sing. You know those things that you used to do when you was a kid. The funny thing is that the kids came out here, pulled out that Connect Four yesterday, and so all month long is a reminder to hey, do those things that make that inner child sing and happy. I think of things I loved to do when I was little, and I try some of them again. Like we got a sorry game and all those things. I am going to teach all my grandbabies all about those things this month. I also remind myself to see the world through the eyes of this precious child who is a curious and full of wonder and delight. It is never too late to have a happy childhood, and I am learning how to thoroughly enjoy my life. And so, as you progress on through this month, today is the very first day of April. They are reminding you don't forget about the inner child in you. Don't forget about the person that you are becoming. Don't forget about those happy thoughts. Those things that you did that made your heart sing when you was a kid, whether it was playing a little guitar and singing off key or whatever the case may be. They said, hey, try doing some of those things. We so funny that we adults and we feel like, oh well, I done got grown. I'm too old for that. I got some sidewalk chalk, you guys. I'm gonna teach my grandbabies how to play hopscotch. Nah, I went way back there with y'all, didn't I? I'm gonna go out there with some chalk and mark the X's on the ground, and I'm gonna teach my grandbabies how to play hopscotch. I liked it playing hopscotch. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy some jump ropes because guess what? We gonna jump rope. I'm gonna do the things. I'm gonna teach them the things that I like to do when I was a kid. So this month is just a reminder to not forget about that inner child in you. Not to forget that you are allowed to have fun regardless of being an adult. Beautiful, even though we have to do adult things. Don't forget about the child in you, the thing that make you sing. You know that thing that's happy most of the time. So go out there and grab her and say, hey girl, we gonna go do some crazy stuff. We going to the swim park. We gonna do some other little stuff. Sing with your inner child because he or she may just need it. So let's go on and get these affirmations. The other one says, bliss and happiness are at the center of my world. Bliss and happiness are at the center of my world, and they are. I am happy most of the time, blissful. That is what I shoot for all day. I don't let things bother me that don't belong to me. I am starting to stay on my own lane, and that makes me happy. That's all that matters. I do the things that make me happy. I don't think too far in the future because I know things change rapidly. I don't think about the past because I can't do nothing about that. I stay present and available, and I'm happy right here. I'm happy when I'm paying attention to what I got going on right in the moment because I see all the magic happening, all the blessings, all the stuff that I'm supposed to be getting. It happens for me right in front of my face because I'm paying attention, you guys. So as you go on through your day, as you walk on and do your little thing, those blessings and stuff that you get, I want you to pay attention to those today and the rest of the month because that's where your magic is happening at. And then be grateful when you see that. Be like, hey, wow, I didn't think that was going to happen, but look at there. Thank you so very much, universe, gods, goddesses, ancestors, whoever you want to praise for. Even if you want to say, hey, thank you to yourself because you are amazing. Because without your action and putting forth, you wouldn't get the things in which you are trying to get. So don't forget to thank you. You are bliss and happiness right now. The second affirmation says, this month, nurture beginnings without obsessing about endings. Nurture your new beginnings without obsessing about the endings, the things that you had to let go of, the things that ended, the doors that closed. Sometimes we keep continually thinking about them. We keep them cracked open a little bit because I don't know if I'm ready to leave or whatever the case may be. They said stop obsessing about stuff that you done left back there. It's gone. Don't worry about it. You know how you lose something one day and you look for it all day and then you finally give up and say, I ain't looking for it no more. And then you going on about your business. That's what they saying. Let go of stuff just like that. Now you may find it later on, months down the line or whatever the case may be, but that don't even matter. Because by then, you done forgot about it. And you don't even care no more. So it says plant seeds through simple, loving acts without demanding fully formed fruit. Plant seeds of loving acts without demanding fully formed fruit because your acts of kindness, the things that you do for other people, the seeds that you plant sometimes are unseen by other people. Sometimes they don't even know to appreciate what you're doing or whatever the case. It's okay. They said you don't have to plant a seed thinking that, oh, I'm going to get back a full blown fruit tree or whatever the case may be. Plant the seed with the intent of getting fruit, but that don't mean that you have to get the full fruit. So when you do something for other people, what they're saying is, hey, let it go. Let it go. You don't have to harp on it. You don't have to keep it in your memory bank and say, hey, I did this, they owe me that. I did that, they owe me that. You don't have to keep tally of it or none of that stuff. Stop obsessing over the things that you do for other people. If you do it out of the kindness of your heart, if you do it from an intentional place of being able to assist or help, then you don't hold that as a, oh, they owe me. That's a, hey, I helped them. I did exactly what I could. And that's it. Let it be what it is, whether you get fruit behind it or not. That's what they're saying. Everything is okay because your fruit may not come from that seed right there that you bear. It may come from somewhere else. I've planted seeds in plenty places, and sometimes they dull and they don't come up with fruit. But I've gotten fruit from trees that, guess what? I didn't even plant. you do too. You are doing amazing. And so, with that being said, let's go ahead and keep it moving, you guys, and get our card for the day. Stop obsessing over stuff that you can't control, stuff you don't got no control over, stuff that you can't do nothing about. Stop obsessing over things you done gave people, and when you think about it later on and be like, I could have used that $50 or X, Y, and Z. Well, guess what? If you had thought about it beforehand, you probably wouldn't have gave it to them. But if you was gonna need the $50, you see what I'm saying? I've gotten out of that space where I don't think about what I give people no more. I just give it and it's over, it's gone. Just like when I spend my money at the store, I spend it and it's gone. And so, therefore, when I give to other people, I give from my heart and I don't think about receiving back because, oh, somebody lost their mind. You definitely done lost your mind. I'm sorry, you guys. Somebody decided that they wanted to call video chat this morning. I don't know what's going on. So, back to what I was saying. Sometimes we do things and we want to hold people to, oh, I helped you out. Oh, I did X, Y, and Z. Well, if that's what you did it for, then you probably did it for the wrong thing. Help people out because you can or because you have it. Don't do things that you don't want to do so that you don't be trying to hold people accountable for things that they don't have. That's it for today. That's it right there. Our card says, I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. It says, as you walk away from one unpleasant situation, wow, this is something. As you walk away from one unpleasant situation, the law of attraction will bring another that feels very much like it. And usually quickly. You just can't get there from there. To get to where you want to be, to that place of feeling better, you have to reach for alignment between you and you. Getting yourself feeling good before you take action is always the best process. For when you do not feel good, you cannot be inspired to do any action that will solve the problem. So what they said is that when you walk away from one bad situation, and you haven't healed, you haven't gotten yourself together, you haven't gotten your thoughts in the right order, or whatever the case may be, quickly you can find somebody else that has the same kind of energy in which you tried to walk away from. So they're telling you to heal yourself, to take care of you before you start reaching out and doing these other things and trying to pick up and get into another relationship. I remember my granny telling me, "For you hop from one, make sure you take care of yourself before you go to the other, because you take the baggage from one relationship to the other." And I've been with friends and we've talked about it or whatever the case may be. And some of the times most people be like, girl, I was so done with that anyways. They go from one person to the next, but they find themselves in the same predicament because you didn't take the time to learn a new person. One, two, you were only going for a good feeling because you were feeling bad about getting out of the other relationship. So when you take the opportunity to heal yourself from the relationship in which you were just in, not saying that it was toxic or anything, maybe it just wasn't fitting for you anymore. Take the opportunity to heal yourself, to go over the relationship and be like, hey, what was it that I wanted to change about myself? What were the things that I didn't appreciate about the other person, or whatever the case may be, so that when you do get into another relationship, you don't bring in the baggage from what the other person did. Do you know how many times heard arguments and they say, my ex used to do this and my da papa used to do that? Don't nobody want to hear that. And I ain't trying to be funny, but don't nobody want to hear what your ex used to do. If you gonna score me about the things that I am doing. Don't score me about the things that my sister did. Don't score me about the things that my friend did. Score me about the things that I've done. And if those things are triggers for you, then those are things that we need to talk about, or whatever the case may be. But don't just start randomly spewing out garbage and saying things like, oh, well, that's what my ex used to do, because don't nobody care. And you piss people off when you say that. And maybe you know that you piss them off when you say that. When you tell them that, oh, well, this is what such and such used to do. Well, I'm not such and such. And I don't know what they used to do. And just because I did something particularly the same or almost the same of what they used to do, that don't make us the same person. So don't start treating me the same either. But a lot of those times, things come from us not creating boundaries, us not speaking up for ourselves, us not telling people exactly what it is that we don't like. So I'm gonna just give you a little tidbit about me. I don't like my hair to be pulled at no point in no action, period. That's kind of, and I start and I lead with those things like, hey, even if we playing or we having a good time, please don't pull my hair. I don't like that. That is a deal breaker for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm communicating those things up front, things that are triggering for me. Time is still a trigger for me. I'm going to tell you that, hey, time is a trigger for me. So if you late, please call and let me know that you're going to be late, so that I don't be worried about you, so that I can adjust myself, so that I can figure out my trigger before you get here and I be triggering on you. You understand what I'm saying? Everything was about me, but it was me telling that person that, hey, these are a no-go for me. These are the things that I can't deal with. And I don't start to indulge in those things. But when we hop out of one relationship straight into another relationship, we don't get the opportunity to even figure out what we don't want sometimes, or how we don't want to be treated. We don't know how to express or communicate the way that we need to. And so, with that being said, take the opportunity to know about you. If you are getting out of a relationship, if you are trying to exit a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a sponsorship, whatever the case may be, take the opportunity in between there. Don't be getting over him by getting under me. Don't do that. That's a song too, you guys. It popped in my head. You don't have to get over him by getting up under somebody else. You understand? You can get over him, her, by getting into you. Making sure that you're properly healed, so that you don't take whatever reminiscence from whatever relationship you just got out of, whatever thing you just situationship or whatever the case may be. Don't take that into the next relationship. They don't deserve it, and neither do you. So let's get us guys from the hidden round. And I am going to go and get the boo boo stank off the school, because I think one of them left a juice in the refrigerator. But nonetheless, he'll be fine. I don't know what it is. They go to bed early. He was still sleepy this morning. But everything is going to be okay. It's the first of the month. I'm going to send him in through the door. I'm ushering in all kind of positivity and love and respect and honor and all of those things, and good times and happy laughs. My younger self, so that I can be the things that I need to be for the babies. That's funny. I'm gonna give you the card because it jumped out the deck. I wasn't. I looked at it immediately. It's blue, you guys. So my eye caught it because this is my favorite color. But whatever it is, it is. It says treasures in the dark, in the deep and dark. See sparkly stuff off of this funny looking person or human or whatever this is. Treasures in the deep and dark. It says shadow work, haha, healing old wounds. I just talked about our childhood and how April is ushering in um, us thinking like a child, but we also have childhood traumas that we probably need to deal with as well. So let's get the treasures. Mm. In the deep dark, deep in the deep and the dark. Shadow work, healing old wounds, experiencing relationships at a deeper level. It says sometimes you can play in shallow waters and discover something valuable, but now is not one of those times. To find the real treasure you seek, you need to dive deep down and face the shadowy places in you that were long forgotten and denied. Did you hear that? It said you gotta deep dive into yourself and face the shadowy places that you've forgotten about and denied that happened. Something reflected in your life now echoes your past. Be brave, for this is a call to healing. Know that those wounds don't define you. The past doesn't dictate your future. And when you dive into the depths of your psyche and accept this, there is no need to deny any part of yourself again. So, whatever you were before, whatever you did before, it doesn't define the person that you are. Remember, I talked about people being on drugs, and the funny thing is that we continuously call them crackheads or whatever the case may be, even after they got off of crack or whatever. And the profound thing is that they tell, I don't live there no more. I'm not a crackhead. So you keep calling me a dope fiend, a drug addict, or blah, 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 or whatever the case may be. And I've healed from that thing. And so in your eyes, I'm going to always still be that. But in my eyes, I'm new and renewed and redone over and reset and restarted and all of those things. But you continue to call me those things because that's all you knew me as. But I'm not that anymore. So don't allow people to pull you back into places in which you have already healed from. You've already moved forward. It says learn, love, and accept every aspect of you. Of you. When you can be compassionate and forgiving to yourself, you will experience so much more beauty and joy. Open yourself to receiving and making space for more abundance in all areas of your life. You will see evidence of your success soon. Remember that intimacy is not found on the surface. Don't be afraid to dive deep into your conversation with others. You close the door? No, the washer and the dryer. You will be glad that you went there. So, what they are saying is that, hey, you have stuff locked down inside of you, and not to hold all of that stuff against other people or whatever the case may be. This is a card about healing you and letting go of old wounds. And this is a perfect day to do this particular thing. It's a full moon today. It's the first of the month. Throw your cinnamon through your dough. Release all the things that you don't want anymore. The things that have happened in relationships. Heal those parts of you that need to be healed. Take the time to take care of yourself. You are absolutely amazing. You are loved. You are peace. You are kind. And you are everything that you need. But a lot of times we don't even pay attention to us. And so I am so proud of you for pushing forward. Even when you can't see in the dark, you continue to move forward. And so you are a blessing, not just to yourself, but to those around you, those that rely on you, those that want to be bothered. You are a blessing in their life. And so continue to be just that, knowing that you are doing your best, even when people can't see you, even when you don't get the applause that you feel like you need. You are doing great. Today is a wonderful day to start on you, to let go of the things, do a little ceremony, burn a paper, write down the stuff you don't want no more, burn the paper, blow it in the wind, let it go. Because it don't belong to you no more. You're not the person that you used to be, and not yet the person that you want to be. But you are amazing right where you are, with no judgment. You are perfectly imperfect for you and the people around you. And I love you right where you are. So, with that being said, let's go out here and have a wonderful, wacky Wednesday because it's the first of the month. It's April Fool's Day, you guys. So, go out here and don't be no fool for nobody, but do some foolish things to make you smile and laugh. I love you guys so very much. And I will see you right here tomorrow for the card of the day. It's Wednesday too. So, mm, we did numbers last week. We gonna do angel answers with um I'm probably gonna do the other cards with the angel answers as well. And before I hop off of here, I wanted to tell you guys about this herb. And I'm gonna put the bag up. You see what it look like? It says coral calcium. And I'm saying this because some people have calcium problems. Osteoporosis, not enough calcium in the bones, not enough calcium in the teeth. Um, that is a herb, you guys. And that is calcium that gets into your stream faster to help build calcium in your teeth, to help build calcium in your bones, and is easier absorbed because it's a powder. I'm telling you this not because I want you to buy it. Not I'm just telling you for information because guess what? My granddaughter was born with 50% of enamel, and as I work in the herb shop, I was able to find that. And so now I incorporate it into the smoothies so that guess what? She can get some calcium into her system as well. I am doing things to better me, and I am always going to tell you things to better you. And so if you need those things, you know where to contact me at. I love you guys so very much. I'll see you right here tomorrow for the card of the day. I love you. Bye bye.